Are you in the market for a backpack for camping, hiking, or bushcraft? I got one I'm using from L.L.Bean. Spoiler, I really like it. I'll show you why right now. Okay, here it is. The L.L.Bean Continental Weekender backpack. I'll roll in a little 360 of me wearing this, but don't be confused. There are other offerings from L.L.Bean. There's a smaller backpack. I think it's just called the Continental rucksack or something. This is the Weekender rucksack. And I've been using it for a few weeks now. I've been out here 4 or 5 times and I've loaded this up with about 45 pounds of gear, and it was still decent at that weight. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it was super easy to carry with 45 pounds, but as far as comfort, I can't picture it being any better. So I'm pretty happy with the backpack so far. Okay, so this is made from a 600D Cordura type fabric, very thick, very rugged, and I do like this color, you know, and I do in general. I don't only like this backpack for out here in the woods, but you get away with this in town as well. I just think it looks awesome. Of course, that's subjective, but this is quickly becoming one of my favorite backpacks with all the features that I'll show you. So it's made by L.L.Bean, and it just occurred to me, I've never owned anything from L.L.Bean, and the company's been around forever. If you guys know anything about them, please write in the comments. Kind of an interesting company. They've been around a long time, and you know, I haven't really heard a whole lot from their gear or anything. And I will say off the bat, this backpack is not cheap. I believe it's about $155 US. Keep your eyes out on Gear Swap. I'm on a Gear Swap page on Facebook. Some local people here, and somebody loved this pack, but it was too small for them. So I had one that was a little bit larger, and we were able to make a trade. So cost for me is perfect, and it's pretty much brand new condition here. So it's really good. So let's get into some of these features. First of all, we're going to start right here at the top. You got a nice grab handle, works well. You do have load lifters to really dial in that load. Nicely padded shoulder straps here, a nicely padded back, and it does have some air vent and mesh here. Yeah, there's a little bit of sweat. It's not perfect, but I haven't found a backpack that is yet. So it does the job admirably and works well for me. It does have a lightly padded hip strap, and these definitely do help with weight distribution. And these are nice and adjustable, easy. Just put them on, give them a quick zip, and they're tight. L.L.Bean logo here. It does have some loops here that you could run stuff through if you had to. Sternum strap is nice. All the clips and everything so far I found are very, very good. At the top here, there's a little padded felt area in here. Perfect for phone, sunglasses, or glasses. And there's also at the top here, there's an area where you could keep some kind of bedroll, foam, ground sheet, stuff like that. I have used it, works great. You got your 2 buckles here, and then just one large compartment inside. There is an area for a hydration bladder in here, and they do have a port for hydration as well. It does have a little bit of extra room up here if you really wanted to stuff this thing tight, and it's got 2 pulls to keep everything in place. Now the sides are generous pockets, very, very good, very nice, good clips. In here I've got a little ground tarp, and in here I've got a 1-liter water bottle. I've got a knife, and that water bottle does nest. Now there's a couple of places here you can lash stuff to. I've got my gloves and a cup here at the bottom. See here? You've also got 2 very generous straps, and I have loaded a very heavy 7 or 8 pound tarp down here with stuff rolled into it. It's probably about 10 pounds. It carried great. So it's really, really useful here, keeping your stuff on the outside so you don't end up using room in your pack for the large bulky items. See here on the side, it's got an axe holder. So they just have this little rubberized piece here sewn in nicely, and it didn't come with these, but it's just this is just a nylon buckle on this side just to keep the axe from falling or flopping around too much. But it's very easily accessible. Doesn't take any space in your pack. Same on this side here. I've got my silky saw, and again, I just got a leather strap this time, but look how easily accessible my saw is. Very, very perfect. Okay, at the front here, you see there's a generous compartment. It has these little clips here. And I've got some fire starting stuff, some first aid, and a nice sized tool roll in here. I'd say this bag is very well thought out, very comfortable. As I said before, I've had it loaded down with 45 pounds of gear, walked around with it for quite a while. It was very comfortable. It carried the load, no problems at all. And I think if you're in the market for one of these for bushcrafting, hiking, camping, you can't really go wrong. They're saying it's 37 liters. I'm going to compare it to my Savotta Jääkäri, which is 30. There's a lot more room here. The way we can lash our gear to the sides, to the bottom, to the top, it feels like there's way more room in this one. And I will say too that I love the Savotta Jääkäri. This one is way more comfortable. So it is a great, great backpack. At around 150 US dollars, I think the price is pretty reasonable. Definitely not a budget backpack, but definitely not a super expensive one either. Now, if you like reviews like this, being out in the woods, bushcrafting, overnight camping, I've got a lot of videos for you. So why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? It's really gonna help us out, and it will let me make more videos like this in the future for you, and you'll get notified. So again, thanks for joining me. I really hope you'll get a backpack like this, get out in the woods, and let's see you in the next video.